So this new economic stimulus relief package, the one that includes another $1,400 stimulus payment to the American people, seems like it's now speeding up in its timeline. And this is what I'm talking about. Nancy Pelosi previously said that the week of January 25th to January 29th, that the House of Representatives was going to be doing regular business and things that were unrelated to economic stimulus relief. And then on February 1st, they would pick up on the economic relief bill for the American people. However, she is now saying by February 1st that the House of Representatives will be quote unquote completely ready to pass a bill during that week, which is interesting and a little bit different than what you were saying before. So what does that mean? It means that the House of Representatives and their aides must in fact be working on writing the bill now. There's probably a lot of discussion and meetings going on, but they're ironing out all the details because there's no way that Nancy Pelosi could say that they're going to be completely ready to pass a bill the week of February 1st to February 5th if the bill isn't in fact written. And we're talking thousands of pages. That means they're working on it now, which means the timeline has sped up. So if they can pass this bill in the House of Representatives, and it will include a $1,400 stimulus check for each American, including children and adult dependents, that means that the Senate might get this bill as early as February 8th. And this is where things get tricky because the Senate is supposed to be picking up the impeachment trial for President Donald Trump. We already know that the House of Representatives has filed articles of impeachment, but it's the Senate's job to actually try it out in almost like a court of law style and fashion, which takes time. However, the Senate has now said that they're going to wait a few weeks in order to do that. And Joe Biden believes that this is going to give them the opportunity that they need to get this new economic stimulus bill up and running. I don't think I'm as optimistic because I believe that the battle that's going to be waged in the Senate over a new economic stimulus relief bill is going to be very difficult and very hard. There is a major split right now between individuals on what is the right direction forward. And because of that, there's already murmurings amongst the Senate Congress people that they have a plan to handle the divisiveness that's going to happen. One of the plans is that they're in fact going to lower the overall amount of the bill. So if it's a $1.9 trillion bill from the House of Representatives, they may lower it to something like $1 trillion or $1.2 trillion. And that may be a pill that Senate Republicans and even those opposing Democrats will be able to swallow and pass. And that bill will include $1,400 stimulus payments and vaccine distribution. However, there is a second plan as well that is being talked about, and that is to split the bill into 2 or even 3 pieces. One of the pieces would simply be the stimulus checks to the American people and the vaccine distribution, because those are the 2 most popular pieces of the bill. Meaning if they put those 2 pieces in one bill and one bill alone, it'll probably be a $600 billion bill on its own, and it will get passed through very quickly because most people agree on those 2 line items. And the things that they don't agree on, like state and local government aid and some more funding for different things, they can put those in a different bill and maybe lower the amounts and try to pass that through in a few months. It's just an idea. In my opinion, I don't think they're going to split the bill up. Normally, Congress people don't like splitting bills up because in order to get them to pass, you have to put things in there that everyone wants and likes with things that everyone doesn't want and like, so that they're willing to say, you know what, at the end of the day, I'm going to pass this thing even though I don't agree with it all, and they just kind of funnel it through. I'm not saying it's the right way to do it, but this is the way our politicians normally work. They don't usually just separate out the good stuff and pass that along. It almost never happens. So in my opinion, this may in fact hit the Senate floor on February 8th, which is really good because that's super speed level for what we thought was going to happen. When it hits the Senate floor, it's likely to go through some vicious debate and arguing. I don't think whatever bill the House passes is going to be passed by the Senate. I think they're going to have to negotiate it down. That's probably the way to go. Get a $1.2, $1.3 trillion bill through, which can include those stimulus payments, the vaccine distribution, and state and local government aid, and other things that are needed in there like the unemployment help and maybe some more housing help, hospital funding, school funding. Things like that are going to throw in there to be $1.3 trillion. That's most likely going to be able to pass, but it's probably going to take the Senate a good month, maybe even 2, to argue through the changes that they're going to have to go through. And then if they can't figure anything out, maybe they'll go to splitting up the bill, or maybe they'll go to some sort of a nuclear option or try to get a 51 passing option, the filibuster way, get rid of the filibuster. Maybe they'll go for that option. Possibly we can get rid of the filibuster, they might think, which Mitch McConnell, of course, right now doesn't want them to even talk about getting rid of the filibuster, but that's a different story. So right now we have some good news. The timeline has sped up significantly. Nancy Pelosi is assuring everyone that next week, the week of February 1st to February 5th, the House will in fact vote on and pass the new economic stimulus relief bill, which means by February 8th, it is going to the Senate. There, it will fight the hard-fought battle. It will probably lower in overall cost over a month's period of time, at which point it may in fact get passed. But we will continue to keep you up to date on exactly what is going on with it, trying to clear through the air of all the different rumors you're hearing and just simply stick to the clear and simple facts of what's actually going on. I hope you guys like the information today. As always, I will catch you next time.